God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. Welcome to today's practical lesson. This is David. Let's get into it. In my own mind, behind all my insane thoughts of separation and attack, is the knowledge that all is one forever. I have not lost the knowledge of who I am because I have forgotten it. So just because you've forgotten it doesn't mean you've lost it, okay? It has been kept for me in the mind of my Creator, who has not left His thoughts. And I, who am among them, am one with them and one with Him. It's saying that you, who are among His thoughts, in a sly way, it's calling you a thought of God. That's what the cause is calling you. In a sly way, the cause is calling you a thought of God. So it's saying that you, who are amongst those thoughts and are one with those thoughts and are one with the Creator. Do you see where this is going? Do you see where this is going? It's calling you a thought of God. Yet you have defined yourself as a separate human being living on planet Earth. And you have said that your body, your meat, your body, and the world around you is the real world. Yet it's saying that you're a thought of God. How crazy is that? It's a very deep idea, but when you settle on it, you realize how fundamentally it changes things. What if really you are a thought of God? And what if as a thought of God you can also project thoughts that form realities? Isn't that why you are in the world of an illusion? And it's so powerfully and wonderfully made because look at who you really are. You're capable of making that. Okay? And when they say that all errors must be corrected at the level of the mind, because you are a thought of God. It's amazing. Right. The idea for today is the springboard for vision. From this idea will the world open up before you, and you will look upon it and see in it what you have never seen before. Nor will what you saw before be even faintly visible to you. That last sentence scares a lot of people. It's saying that everything that you see around you will be basically wiped out. Nor will what you saw before be even faintly visible to you. It scares you, doesn't it? Because then you realize it's like the end. The end of the illusion. Everything. And right now you're clinging onto a lot of those illusions. You hold them and you love them and you're attached to them and you don't want to let them go. So that last sentence probably scared you. Yeah? But it's saying God is in everything I see because God is in my mind, because you are a thought of God and you are one with His thoughts. From this idea will the world open up before you, and you will look upon it and see in it what you have never seen before. Wow. Today we are trying to use a new kind of projection, in quotes. We are not attempting to get rid of what we do not like by seeing it outside. Instead, we are trying to see in the world what is in our minds, and what we want to recognize is there. Thus, we are trying to join with what we see rather than keeping it apart from us. This is the fundamental difference between vision and the way you see. Wow, this is cool. Let's try and go backwards. It's saying that the difference between vision and the way we currently see today, which is kind of like projection, perception, the difference is that with vision, you join with what you see. Whereas with projection, you try and keep it apart. Separation. Projection, separation. Vision, union. Okay? And so it's saying that instead of trying to get rid of what we see, what instead we're going to do is to recognize, to see in the world what is in our minds. And remember we said God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. So by projecting that, God is in your mind, God is in everything you see. Okay, you are joining with what you're seeing, and so although it's not vision, it's starting to approximate vision. See, perception separates, vision unites. So read this paragraph again. In fact, I'll read it. Today we are trying to use a new kind of projection. We are not attempting to get rid of what we do not like by seeing it outside. Yeah? Instead, we are trying to see in the world what is in our minds and what we want to recognize is there. Remember, what we want to recognize in the world is God in the world, or the Creator. And now it's saying that what we want to recognize in the world is already in our mind. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. That's today's exercise, isn't it? So thus we are trying to join with what we see rather than keeping it apart from us. That is a fundamental difference between vision and the way you see. Powerful stuff. Real vision is not only limited by space and distance, but it does... let me read that again. Real vision is not only unlimited by space and distance. So vision is not limited by space and distance, but it does not depend on the body's eyes at all. The mind is its only source. Wow. Real vision does not depend on the body's eyes at all. The mind is its only source, and it is not limited by space and distance. We're getting somewhere very deep with this, isn't it? So once again, do the exercises below, read the instructions below for a fuller idea of what to do today. And I thank you for that, and I'll see you tomorrow.